What's up, guys, and welcome to the Foot and Fist Sports Network. Today we're going to be going over Euro 2016's group stage predictions. Now, this year's format is going to be a little bit different than it usually is. There's going to be 4 extra teams, so 1 more group than usual. The 4 best third-place teams are going to move on to the round of 16. Starting off with Group A, we have France, Switzerland, Albania, and Romania. So as you can see, this is a pretty easy group for the tournament favorites. France, Romania, and Albania are not going to be a threat to anybody, and Switzerland in their own right are an okay team with players like Xherdan Shaqiri, and overall just France with Paul Pogba, Antoine Griezmann, Anthony Martial. They're just going to have too much quality, and there's really no problem for them going forward. They are the tournament favorites, as I said before, and they should have no problem whatsoever getting to the next round. Group B is going to be a little bit more interesting as it has England, Slovakia, Russia, and Wales. Now, England had the best record coming into the qualifying rounds, and the big question surrounding England is always, can they produce at the big tournaments? They usually don't. Even when they had the golden generation of English players with Paul Scholes and players like that, they failed miserably. One time they didn't even make it to the World Cup. Are they going to be able to do better this year? I think they will. I just think that if Roy Hodgson has the balls to play the younger talent, the people that got Tottenham and Leicester to where they were. He has 2 20 goals a season players like Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane, but lately he's been playing Wayne Rooney up front. He just needs to ditch Wayne Rooney or find a different role for him, because really he is just slowing down the team, especially when it comes to counterattacks. He's just too slow. He does have the quality to put in great passing, but he just lacks that one little burst of pace that Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy can take advantage of. So he needs to have the balls to take out these players that are from the previous generation who were good at their time, but they just aren't at the level to be able to produce at the Euros. If he does have the balls to do that, then there is no doubt that England can get past the group stage, maybe even get past the round of 16. It all depends on who they end up with. I think that England could possibly get to the semifinals. Will they win it? No, I don't think they are at the level of Germany, France, or Belgium. But they do have enough quality to get pretty far in the tournament. And if they can produce a lot of luck and just produce a perfect tournament, do a pool of Leicester City, then they actually could go on. I don't think it's likely. Wales are a very, very respectable team with Gareth Bale and with Aaron Ramsey. Ashley Williams at the back is also very, very solid. So I do expect those to be the 2 teams that will go on. Russia could do something. They are always one of those teams that's very resilient just in Russian fashion, but I don't think they're going to have enough quality to keep up with a Wales side led by Gareth Bale. Group C is going to be pretty straightforward as Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and Northern Ireland go head-to-head. Germany are without a doubt the best team in this group. There's just no doubt about that. They are one of my 2 favorites to win the whole thing. However, Northern Ireland and the Ukraine are more or less at the same level. Maybe Northern Ireland is a little bit better, but they just aren't that much better. So it's going to be easy for Germany to finish top of the group, and Poland are the only team here that can even give them a game. With Lewandowski up front, you can do just about anything. You have Blachikowski at the back. There are some good players in Poland. It's just I don't think they're going to have enough as a whole to be able to really put Germany under pressure for that top spot. So this group's going to be Germany top with Poland second. Group D is a little bit more balanced with Spain, Czech Republic, Croatia, and Turkey. The last 3 teams I mentioned are more or less on the same level. However, I do think Croatia is just a little bit better because they have a player like Luka Modric in the middle who's going to dictate the pace. Also, you cannot discount the quality of Ivan Rakitic. I think those 2 together in midfield are basically probably the best midfield pairing in the tournament in general. And they are going to compete with Spain to get that top spot. I think that Spain are probably going to have a little bit too much talent. They still have a good team. Make no mistake about it. They maybe aren't as good as they used to be about 4 or 5 years ago, but they are still one of the best teams in Europe. I think it's whoever wins their head-to-head match is going to finish top of the group. I think Turkey is going to be one of those teams that's going to be in the running to make it to the next round. Next up, we have this tournament's group of death. Every single tournament, whether it be the Champions League, the Europa League, the World Cup, the Euro, the Copa America, every single time there's a group of death. This is the group of death this tournament. We have Belgium, who are one of the top 3 teams seeded to win the Euro. Italy, who are usually one of the best teams, but they aren't quite there this season. You have Sweden, led by a certain Zlatan, and then you have the Republic of Ireland. Now, Republic of Ireland are going to take a beating throughout this tournament. They have a few good players, but they just don't have the quality of the other ones. Sweden can be the dark horses in this one because they do not have a good team. They just do not. But they do have Zlatan. Zlatan can change a game instantly. He is one of the very best players in the world. It's going to be interesting to see if he can sort of raise the level of his teammates higher than he usually does, because we've seen a lot of tournaments. He can pull something out of the bag, especially that amazing bicycle kick against England, but that was just a friendly, I think. And however, he hasn't really been able to take Sweden that next level. If he can do this in his what is probably going to be his last major tournament, unless he does make it to the World Cup in 2018, then it's not going to be easy for him. And I think that Italy, even though they are weaker without Claudio Marchisio and Marco Verratti going to be in the tournament, they still have just a more, a well-rounded team compared to Sweden. Sweden only have Zlatan. Italy don't really have a player of that caliber this season. However, the defense is very solid as always. Whenever you have a Juventus defense, Buffon, Bonucci, Chiellini, Barzagli, everybody's basically a Juventus team. So overall, Italy's going to be hard to break down. If they can keep Zlatan still, then they have a great chance of moving on. I just think Belgium are gonna, top to bottom, are gonna be one of the best teams all tournament long. Especially Romelu Lukaku. He is at 22 years old. He is one of the very best strikers in the world, and this is his chance to really show himself on the biggest stage and basically get himself a big move. I think he's gonna be very, very motivated to do extra well throughout this tournament. And just overall, the team is amazing. So Belgium are going to finish top of the group. Italy are probably going to finish second. I have a feeling they're going to barely edge out Sweden, and Republic of Ireland may get an odd win here, but I just don't see them being able to compete with the rest of them. So Belgium top, Italy second. So last and honestly probably least, we have Group F that has Portugal, Austria, Iceland, and Hungary. As you can see, there is no quality throughout this group other than Portugal. And Portugal themselves aren't exactly one of those, world-beating teams. We've always seen how they have Cristiano Ronaldo, and just the rest of the team are a couple of levels below where they should be. Portugal have some very talented players, but they don't seem to be able to put it together in the big tournaments. And Ronaldo always seems to have to do things on his own, and it's just not possible. Just like Zlatan, it's just not possible to do very well in a big tournament without your teammates giving you the assistance that you need in order to move on. I think Portugal will finish top of the group, but I'm not too convinced that they're going to get past the quarterfinals at best. Iceland are going to be bottom of the group. I mean, how did Iceland even make it? I don't know. Hungary, they're one of those teams who used to be good, but I don't even know any of their players. I can't think of any off the top of my head. So Austria have to be the team. They're going to be second with David Alaba. Not even a great team, but still, they should have enough quality to get past the other two teams in this group that are, let's just be honest, probably the worst two teams in the entire thing. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below who you think is going to win and which teams you think will make it as the third place teams to move on. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.